because this is the day 2 of the semifinals and we see you, chat. All right, aside from the gift codes, what can the viewers expect, Immortal?
I think apart from the gift codes, of course, one of the most favorite of mine is the free draw, lucky draw that will happen later towards the end of our stream. We will be giving away 3 bounty passes again to 3 lucky viewers. So please await those moments. All right.
All right. So while we're waiting for that, let's give our viewers the mechanics and rules of TierC.
Ragnarok Origin Classic TierC is a fair battlefield where players compete in control, teamwork, and tactics. This match requires a 10-player squad to engage in cross-server battles. According to tactical arrangements, each match will have 2 sides selecting 5 players each to compete in a 5v5 battle. The tournament features a total prize pool of $1 million, awaiting top teams to claim. Who will stand still last, rise to glory, and become the new tier? TierC gameplay. This TierC will use the Dimension Drill 5v5 mode throughout all stages. Dimension Drill is divided into 4 maps: Card Contest, Blood and Gold, Shapeshift Ops, Team Deathmatch. Shapeshift Ops. Randomly refresh shapeshift orbs on the field. Pick one up to temporarily transform into a powerful boss. Earn points by defeating enemies. And the party that reaches 60 points first or has the highest score when time runs out wins. Card Contest. Both parties compete for the card. The party with more members near the card can push it forward. Breakthrough checkpoint. And the party that pushes the card to the enemy base first or he has pushed it farther when time runs out wins. Blood and Gold. Compete for coins by fighting over the boss and taking down enemies. When time runs out, the party holding the most coins wins. Team Deathmatch. Each character has 3 lives. Keep defeating opponents to deplete their lives. The first party to take 15 lives from the enemy, or the one with more remaining lives when time runs out, wins. TierC stages. This TierC is divided into 4 stages. Warm-ups, Rank Game, Point Stage, Elimination Matches, Warm-up Stage. All teams can participate. Get familiar with the gameplay and practice team setup. Ranks and points in this stage will not be counted toward the official ranking. Ranked Game Stage. Each team will play multiple random Dimension Drill matches, and rankings will be determined based on team points. The top 96 teams will qualify for advancement. Point Stage. This stage will use the fair PvP mode. The 96 qualified teams will be evenly divided into 4 divisions based on their rankings, with 24 teams in each division. Within each division, a round robin will be the match format, where each team must play 1 match against each of the other 23 teams in the same division. Victories will grant points. After the point stage ends, the top 8 teams from each division will advance, making a total of 32 teams entering the elimination matches stage to compete for the ultimate honor and prize money. Elimination matches stage. All parties that successfully reach this stage will be eligible to share the $1 million cash prize. 32 qualifying teams will be paired for matches according to the high versus low principle. For example, 1 versus 32, 2 versus 31, 3 versus 30. The BO5 format will be used for this stage, and the first party to achieve 3 victories will advance to the next round. After multiple rounds of knockouts, the final 2 parties will advance to the championship match. The championship match follows a BO7 format, and the winner will be crowned the ultimate champion of this event. TierC Event Rewards. This TierC features a total cash prize pool of $1 million, with the champion taking home $500,000. Teams that advance to the top 32 will share the remaining prize pool. All advanced guilds will also receive in-game virtual rewards of different tiers based on the final ranking, including exclusive titles, portrait frames, chat bubbles, and joining party notifications. More surprise rewards will be announced soon. Stay tuned. Ragnarok Origin Classic. $1 million TierC. Waiting for you to challenge.
All right. So after that, let's look at the tournament schedule as of the moment. we have here thousands of players that have answered the call. This tournament has gone a long way, starting from the warm-up stages, and we had it on March 30 to April 12, onwards to the ranked games from April 13 to May 10. And after that, we had the top 96 points stage, all four divisions battling against each other through round-robin matches from May 11 to May 22. And after that, the top 8 of all of those four divisions, resulting to top 32 eliminations on May 25, happened. And after that, we have witnessed the top 16 eliminations way back on May 27 and the top 8 eliminations on May 29. And the first division of the top 4 eliminations happened on June 1. And today, we're having the second round, or the second division of the semifinals. And after that, a lot of people are asking me, when is the grand final? We will be having the grand finals live on site in Bangkok this July 11. Isn't that exciting, Nikki?
Very, very exciting. And another exciting thing to do, or to tell our viewers here, we have the TierC Cup points stage. Actually, we're done with the 96 teams from 24 teams per division, top 8 teams advancing from 4 divisions in total. Now we were able to gather 32 top TierC Cup participants or teams, and then we were able to trim them from 32 to 16 to 8 to 4, and now we're down to the last day of our semifinals to know who will go or advance to our grand finals at Bangkok, Thailand. We keep on raving and telling you guys, Bangkok, Thailand, eyes on the prize right now.
And to see the skeletal structure of the eliminations, here it is on the screen. All of these fights happened in the previous rounds, and we are now witnessing the semifinals. We have happened to witness Poek advancing to the grand finals, and now we will be knowing who will advance to the next grand finals and will fight Poek on the championship. All of these fights happened on 4 maps in the Dimension Drill. The first one is the Shapeshift Ops. The second one is the Cart Contest. The third one is the Blood and Gold. And the fourth one is the Team Deathmatch. All of this includes a ton of different playstyle, game style strategies that are needed to be played.
That is correct. Once again, we have here the different maps. But however, let's move on to the total prize of $1 million USD. Guys, this is in cash, not just in rewards or whatsoever. This is in cash. And I think this is the most and the best RO game that has ever garnered this huge amount of money. So it's not just glory, honor, and stuff like that. We are talking about $1 million here.
And apart from that, among the 1 million total prize pool, the champion will be taking home 500,000 US dollars, and the rest of the top 32 will be sharing the remaining prize pool. I think this, as you have mentioned, my partner Nikki, this is the first ever in history of Ragnarok that we have witnessed this huge prize pool to be taken home by the winners. And in a fair play match stages, I think this is a history in the making.
That is correct. And aside from cash prize, we also have here virtual or in-game rewards. So for the first place up until the 96 placers, everyone will get a piece or chunk of our prize pool. For they would get their special title, their special portrait frame, even the chat bubble, and even the joint party notification swag wherein you can actually brag or flex it all throughout Midgard.
Yes, imagine somebody joining with that notification. But apart from that, you can brag it in-game. You can also brag in real life because all of the members of the champion team will be getting this medal. This championship medal for the first ever TierC Cup competition that can be a necklace and that can be reformatted to a sword. Imagine. take note that this is the back of the medal. It's such a huge feat to get this type of medal, and not only that, there is glory. There is also cash prize,
Yeah.
all around rewards from Ragnarok Origin Classic.
Yes, and without further ado, for today's matches, semifinals, day 2, we have TierC from Thailand and ENCORE from the Philippines. It will happen at exactly 2015 UTC plus 7. This is going to be a best of 5 action-packed series that Immortal and me will be bringing to you guys. So I believe that the chat are currently supporting TierC and ENCORE as of this moment, and they are also asking once again. TierC is from Thailand and ENCORE is from the Philippines. And you mentioned a while ago about this tournament being fair play. Let's talk about that, because Philippines, they keep on qualify until the very end whenever it's a fair play mode. And Thailand, no doubt about that. So kindly introduce our members or players.
Yes,
For
in Tier C, we have a Mr. K and Sniper here, Kurokis, GG please, and their Paladin. And on the other side, we have their Professor, My Prince, 21ism, Mango Sticky, Sideline
Wow.
X for their support. They have 100% win rate on Shapeshift Ops, a very high win rate also on Blood and Gold, 62.5% on Team Deathmatch, and their weakest map as of the moment is the Card Contest with 56% win rate. I mean, it is a huge feat in a very complicated map to get 100% win rate. How about ENCORE?
Yeah, on the other hand, we have here ENCORE, Doc, XBR, we Fritz BR, we Gets, I BR, we Josh BR, Yamato, Nasmi, Banoobs DR, Suniv, we Yomi BR, FAGPDS, with their team deathmatch, 80% win rate, 72% for 0.7 for Shapeshift Ops as compared to the 100% of the other team. We have 71.4% here for Card Contest and 28.6% Blood and Gold. So with this kind of info, basically we already can predict which maps either of the team will be choosing for game number 2 and 4, if ever we'll be pushing for a full 5 games for tonight, right, Immortal?
That would be exciting as well. As you can see, I think the weakest map is one of the few places that they could focus more and do a scream more, because that is possibly and obviously gonna be the goal of the enemy to use that over them, because the win rate of the TierC in Blood and Gold is 80%, higher than 80%. So they might use it against them. But then again, they had a ton of practice with regards to both teams had their own practices and scrim matches. So hopefully they have made up on their needed attention on those certain maps.
That is correct. So if we, as at here at the commentary desk, we do have the stats. We have a cheat sheet of all the maps, win rates, and how many kills and damage and so on and so forth. I'm sure that our players do have this kind of information as well. And like what you mentioned, they've been screaming, they've been practicing up until the very end. Now let me again introduce to you guys TierC from Frontera 1. Give it up for these players. We have Mr. K, we have Sideline, Sniper, Mango Sticky Rice. Mango Sticky, sorry, My Prince. Okay, I'm a bit hungry.
I think you're hungry.
I am. Kurokis, GG Please, and 21ism. So we're showing you guys Team Deathmatch. This is without doubt the first match, opening match here. And they have a really, both of the teams actually have a really huge percentage when it comes to their win rate. And later on we'll be showing ENCORE. But my thoughts here exactly is that this is the meta lineup having a sword, but they do have a wizard. So this is a bit of surprise. They don't have a champion. As compared to the other teams, they have champions, right? For ENCORE, we have Doc, right? So kindly introduce the ENCORE team.
Yes, for the ENCORE team, we have Doc, we have Venus, we have Banoobs, Nasmi, and we get C. We have witnessed how amazing this team lineup has performed in the previous team death matches that they have encountered in the past live streams of this tournament. And I could say that having a Paladin together with a champion is gonna be the best way for them to counter the current matchup or the starting lineup of the TierC team. But then again, this is a new thing for me because this is the first time that we are gonna commentate on on a team deathmatch that has a high wizard that is proven to be I think the best one to disable or to crowd control in this game, because the Stormgust here is really a good crowd control skill. So it really depends on the movement and the sustained efforts of both Nasmi and we get see if they could really sustain above those crowd control from the side of TierC. And as opposed with the Encore, I think the movement of Doc has been proven to be
Flawless.
unsurpassable and flawless on the previous fight. So let's proceed with the team deathmatch.
All right, game number 1 here with Team Deathmatch. Everyone give it up for ENCORE and TierC. Fighting their way here at the best of 5 series. Everyone started off really, really strong. We can see a lot of Quagmire and even Stormgust being precasted, advanced, but no one has been, able to actually penetrate that high wizard. We are watching the POV here of Venus, of Momshu here, taking a lot of bolt damage. There's a lot of number as of this moment, but as you can see, this is the strategy of TierC. They want to zone out Venus again from outside of the stack. However, it will go back to their faces as their Paladin has been taking a lot of damage in the process as well.
Yes, as you can see, this is their counter to the high wizard meta on crowd control in this type of match. It's just to move around the map. They don't want their party to get zoned on only one corner because they're gonna get frozen again and again, plus the Quagmire from the high wizard. So they have to keep on moving, and that's the reason why they have successfully taken down 2 lives from the Paladin, from Doc, and they are not even flinching in this type of matchup. They just are trying to bait, or Venus is just trying to bait everybody into running after her, and this is the time that they get the 3rd point versus the Paladin of TierC.
Another kill here from Doc X. Doc XBR really punching his way. Make it another kill here by Banus. He said, wait a minute, I can also get a kill here, but this is not looking good. 15 seconds in the time clock right now. The high wizard ain't doing anything. Venus has being sustained here by Nasmi. Look at how tanky Venus is, just walking inside the stack. 3 seconds and this will be it. It's going towards ENCORE's victory.
Oh my god, that is a very smooth and flawless victory from the side of ENCORE. They really have already studied on how to counter this strategy, and they have made it. And considering that they already have, an obvious offset with their professor Venus, they tried to, to support Venus by just giving Venus the only heal from the Bard. Just in case the players don't know, your Bard gets higher heals if there is only one to heal on the area of the Bard. And apart from that, I don't know if you have seen, but there is a niche pick here from Banubs having that devotion skill casted on Venus.
Yes,
So
Mom's
Venus to
too.
really stay alive more.
Staying alive. To really staying alive, just dancing her way in the stack. I was really thinking how tanky she is. However, you've mentioned 3 people are supporting Momshu here. So Venus, Sidav. So yeah, that really worked. Somehow you can see that she is being zoned out. However, it's just a tactic to actually bait them out and just leave the Paladin, because the Paladin will be the first one to actually be baited. And once you separated the Paladin from the stack, it's just so easy for Doxy to punch him. Okay, so that's what happened during that first match. But later on, we can get a look at it, and Immortal will be analyzing it later on when we show you guys the stats.
And apart from that, I really am having an awesome time on watching how they control the Paladin on the tier 2 side. Because if the Paladin got the first kill or got the first death, and it's
Yes,
really
yes.
easy to cast Gloria Domini on that paladin and just not make it cast a Gloria
Yes.
Domini on the Professor of ENCORE, and that made the Professor of ENCORE be able to, cast Elemental Shield, alternately with the healing of the Bard and the support devotion protection from the Paladin.
But anyway, this is just game number one, guys. Adventurers, if you're rooting for TierC, now's the moment for you to cheer them on because this is a best of five series. It doesn't matter that, Encore, they got game number one, doesn't really dictate that they will be getting game number two. However, here are the stats that I promise you. Oh, this is the
Yeah.
highlights.
Yes, on the highlights, look at this. This is the part that I realized. This is just genius. Just moving around in pack and just letting whoever they did not realize who is gonna be the target or the focus fire of the TierC's team. But when they realized it's Venus, then they started to let Venus move and just let Nasmi and we get see support her, and from time to time let the devotion cast upon Venus.
And that was the highlights for game number one. If in Ace, you just tuned in and you're wondering what this is, again, my name is Nikki alongside with Immortal MBGG. This is Tier Cup Semifinals Day 2, and that's just game number one. Once again, between Encore from the Philippines and TierC from Thailand. Wow, this is really heating up. Later on, we will be getting a look at the stats and whoever was the MVP, no doubt about it. However, the kind of strategy Immortal has been, licked that Banoobs now is using devotion and heavily supporting Mom Shu. What are the implications of revealing this kind of strategy?
I mean, that's kind of hard to counter if you're going up against that type of composition. If you're gonna go with a high wizard again, they may change it. But looking at our stats here, you would see that the damage is scattered up across the champion and Banoobs and Venus. Imagine all of this still dealing damage while running, and Mr. K, and all of the I think Mr. K here is playing a high wizard here and just dealing a ton of damage using the storm gust. But then again, by the time that he has already casted the second one, it will be over for the team. But then again, look at this. Doc is getting 3 kills because while they're fully concentrated on running after the professor, is just picking the lives of other people.
Yes.
On the inside of TierC at the
Whoever is
moment.
being told like low health here, you're a gunner to Doc XBR. Definitely an exciting matchup. Sorry, Immortal. I'm really hyped right now because this is the last two teams. And in this matchup, we will be able to determine who will be joining Powek in the grand finals at Bangkok, Thailand. So I'm really hyped up. And I know, Immortal, our viewers are also hyped up at this moment. Now, going to game number 2, we don't know the map just yet. I am pretty interested with game number 2 because basically they tend to change the lineup. And if so, probably we won't be able to see High Wizard. What are your thoughts?
Well, there are 2 chances for us to see a high wizard, and I think you're right, Nikki, that there is a low chance that we have a consecutive 2 games with a high wizard. But then again, nevertheless, we will be having the opposing team, which is TierC, that is in control of the second fight, and hopefully they will be they will be going for the card cut. Oh, something that I did not expect, considering that I thought they will be going for a shapeshift ops because they have never lost.
100%.
That never lost on that map. But then again, they will be choosing a card contest. And as what you have told us, you will be right in getting another high wizard expose here. But then again, we're still on the countdown here. We're still not
yet locked.
The starting lineup or the final lineup here. But then again, a high wizard is gonna be great here. The only problem here is that if the enemy consistently lands a land protector, it will be a terrible fight for them. Okay, considering that, they're gonna now switch the team with a biochem and a professor together with a paladin. Okay, a Paladin is gonna be their strength here, and they have to protect this, considering that Kurokis, which is gonna be their biochemist, and Sith Sniper as their professor, both are obviously gonna be on magic damage. So the opposing team, their winning condition here is for them for their party to protect themselves against magic damage. But then again, if you have a ton of magic damage protection on your team, you are very susceptible to the attacks of the Paladin, which neglects the race damage reduction and the size damage reduction that your cards may have. And considering that we have the same cards here equipped on all of the team members, I think it's gonna be a fair play, and it's really, we don't have an info on how this will go out. It's really a coin toss.
That is correct. So we will be finding out that later on. Later on, we will be showing you guys ENCORE side that has been locked for TierC. Now let's move on to ENCORE. Let me introduce the players who will be playing for card contest, and this is going to be the team number 2, headed by Afi GPDS and his teammates. Both of these players, this is their first deployment count. Actually, we have we Josh BR, we Yomi BR Yamato, we Fritz BR. Same with TierC. These players are also fresh, meaning to say if ever they have any tricks up their sleeves, it's gonna be revealed here later on. Now, they also have a biochemist and a Sork, so that is definitely the same lineup as compared to TierC. We have here a Doram, and I think if it's just the same as the lineup of the other team, then it's just gonna boil down or go down to after the clash at the middle, whichever team will be wiped. You wanna wipe your opponent in order for you to contest the card, but if not, you just wanna kill your opponent one after another, deal more kills, deal more deaths, and deal a huge and hefty amount of damage. Now, we know we have an info for the Sorks of TierC. They are able to deal a huge amount of damage. Question, will they be able to do so for ENCORE? I believe ENCORE is well prepared. What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, as you mentioned, they have the statistics here that they
have
4 billion damage in among their Sorks. So it's really scary to go up against these types of players, wherein they probably got a huge defense and support along their way, so that they could be able to burst down their enemies that much. And we have here the current points. 1 point on the ENCORE. Let's see if TierC is gonna make it 1-1 here. And the winning condition here is whoever gets the first
movement
is on the mid is the one to get the upper hand on the first seconds of this fight. This is a 6-minute fight, so just sit back and relax, and let's enjoy this clash. All right, so both participants are now gathering to get the hold of the middle part wherein the cart is located. And the good thing here is that both teams have the capacity to debuff each one, and it all depends on whoever gets the first dispel and the first broken armor from the biochem, and after that it's all up to the professor to take them down. I do believe Isim already has lost his Osiris card, and
there you go.
Why he got the first death here, and they have to resurrect him again faster because he's gonna get a loss in the participation here on the class.
That was dealt by WeJosh BR. You are seeing the first clash continuing here at the 5-minute mark of our game number 2 here for the best of 5 series between ENCORE and TierC. Everyone is holding on to their life. The only difference here when it comes to lineup is having 21 Nissim playing as a Paladin. On the other hand, we have Fritz playing as a Doram. That's the only difference as for now. Yamato and WeJosh receiving a lot of damage, but look at how tanky and well sustained WeJosh is. He is just circling, looking for someone's gonna go down. 21 Nissim needs to go back for a bit here, but still receiving a lot of bolt here, dashing away from that. And I think he's just waiting for the cooldown of his quick slide once again, but he was almost about to go down there. The quick slide saved him.
Yes, this is a quick exchange of powers between the Doram's AoE and the concentrated power of the Sorcerer on the other side. And that is one of the things that they should be looking after here, because the target now of TierC is Josh, and he has already fallen 3 times, as opposed to the enemy 21isms, the enemy's Paladin 21ism, who only dropped once. And they have to keep this even if they want to get the point from this. But again, the rhythm of TierC is really good here.
That they really have to 21ism critically low here. We're currently watching 21ism receiving all of the damage there. Going wild right now. He's gonna go down. Another kill here for Wee Fritz. That is the first kill here. But Sniper is really scary because Sniper can deal a lot of damage here. Let's find out if they can still go back to their damage. We're seeing again 21ism receiving damage but being well sustained once again. Josh is gonna go down there. How can Josh, adjust in this kind of situation?
I think Josh should be, limiting himself into the range of Wiomi, so that just like what happened in 21ism, who they almost did not kill at that point, and the other party members are really close to the Bard, so that the Bard is not healing enough Josh in this side, so they have to zone out Josh to get the only heal here on this side. And they finally got 21ism, and they've gotten the first Osiris card of Sniper.
Has been proc. 21ism again receiving a lot of damage, gonna go down, will be resurrected, critically low there. I think what ENCORE can do is not just keep on focus firing 21ism, because that's where they can get a lot of points.
They have that great winning condition here. This is still still a coin toss in terms of who will win this fight, because both Josh and 21ism now have higher deaths than Josh. They have finally able to recover that rhythm, and they are now going towards Kurokis, both Kurokis and 21ism. But then they are getting sustained, but by GG Please with
Josh.
Yes, Josh also fell down.
GG Please also, this is a performer, and if they can take down GG Please, that's a really huge upset at this moment. So let me just recall, ENCORE here already has 5 kills on the other hand, 6 kills here. 21ism about to go down, holding on to his life, he will be going down. We are currently tied when it comes to that. However, we are not quite sure when it comes to damage dealt. If ENCORE want to seal the deal for another point here, Immortal, they need to get a lot of kills. On the other hand, for TierC, if they want to also win this matchup, 21ism needs to be careful and just, enable Sniper to get all the kills.
Yes, and they really have to position the land protector correctly here, because the Witch of Sniper is gonna stack a lot of wind damage onto its lightning bolt, and that's the reason why Josh's life is flickering down faster than the other party members, or 21ism, or even Kurokis. And that's one of the huge things that you could see here. And probably, I don't know if their cards are properly designated well to counter the magic damage from Sniper.
Hopefully, because I know we have really good stats when it comes to Sniper performance and his damage output. I think ENCORE really did their assignment here. 21ism once again overextending, but still being sustained by his teammates. Let me take it back. 20% health. Almost gonna go down. Nice. Down once again by Wee Josh. He's doing all the killing here as if his rent is due. Wee just is putting all of his effort here for the last 20 seconds of our game. Wee Josh just circling around. He needs not to be dying at this point. 7 deaths is really good at this point comparing to 21ism with 8 deaths. 21ism again is being the target. So the movement here now, Immortal is just going circle and 5 more minutes. 5 seconds.
God,
3,
we're just 1 point ahead.
1.
Can they make it? Can they make it? Oh, they did not.
They made it.
We still have ENCORE as the winner on this side, and it's just 1 point ahead.
Yes.
1 point ahead, and they had a rough start on this game, but then again, they have finally managed to get their rhythm, and they repeatedly, killed 21ism on the other side on TierC's team.
ENCORE really fired up, went to the game number 2 with their fresh new team. with a zero. I mean, the first deployment count for Appy and his team there, it was remarkable. At some point, TierC were leading, but they were able to recover, and that's what's really the good thing here. They were able to check on Sniper and just getting points from 21 Nissim. So that's really what happened. Rinse repeat, right?
Yes, that was a close match, a very close one, and I think the thing that really helped there is the protection from their biochem on the ENCORE side, because as you can see, the biochem on the Kurokis from TierC is repeatedly casting acid terror to just bring down the armor or the gears of Josh. But then again, once they have finally casted the all chemical protection before the acid terror, that is one thing that made Josh survive further in this match.
And now we're currently watching the highlights of what happened from game number 2. Basically, this is, it keeps on repeating. It's just either we Josh or 21 Nissim, wherein both of the teams are getting their points, and it worked. Like what you mentioned, a very, very close fight, because I think it's just a matter, you mentioned a matter of just 1 point, but later on, to actually give us more insight, we will be showing you guys the stats of what happened during game number 2. However, the current standing now is 2-0 in favor of Team ENCORE from the Philippines. This is not looking good actually for Team TierC. What can they do in order for them to have a reverse comeback?
I mean, the next map is gonna be, of course, Team Deathmatch. So in that case, they've already known how they were countered on the first match. So they have to think on how to keep, if they're still gonna be using a high wizard here, they have to think of a way to keep them intact in one place so that they could really, corner them or pincer them, even pincer them. I don't think they haven't done a pincer type of move on the first match.
Yeah.
I think they have to, start that strategy in order for them to, stop the movement of ENCORE. The movement of ENCORE is so so in tuned with each other. It's very obvious that they are trying to achieve on that fight. So if they want to counter that, they have to think of a way in order for them to just corner out the team members of ENCORE.
Yeah, that is correct. Because looking back, they were heavily invested on zoning out Mamshu or Venus. They were heavily invested on zoning out Venus. And in the process, their stack was being kind of out of place. They were moving all over the place. And that's what you mentioned a while ago off stream. You mentioned that their movement is unpredictable. So let's see if they can pull that kind of strategy, or if they can continue being unpredictable with their high wizard. Are they the only team? I'm not quite sure if they are the only team with the high wizard. One thing is for sure, they were the only team who qualified here in our semifinals with the high wizard. They need to make it work. But here are the stats.
Okay, you are correct about that one, but let's look at the stats. Look at the damage from Kurokis here and Sid Sniper, but then again, Yamato and Josh has obtained the highest number of damage as far as I think I'm right here. And look at that, 28 million each. No wonder they got a ton of kills over 21 Nissim. And with together with the support of the Dora. And here we have the MVP of that fight, Josh, with 28.44 million damage.
Wow. Okay, we have stats of the damages being recorded from the previous games, but yeah, wow, Josh. Mortal has a gift for everyone.
Before you compliment Josh, we have the second redeem code here on our screen. So type it out on your reward section. We will be getting 10 skip tickets and 10 token of Siegfried. I really love this because I am really lacking on skip tickets.
You run out of skip tickets.
Yeah, you run out ever since they plan to, include the HHH in the skip tickets. I've been using it on them.
That's how lazy you are.
Yeah.
Just kidding, just kidding.
I've been lazy for most of the Ragnarok fights that I've been doing. But then again, going back to that recent fight, I really think that if they want to advance and they want to get a point on this semifinals,
Mhm.
they have to think carefully on
Yes.
this team deathmatch upcoming fight. And here we have the same lineup. I don't know if we will be still seeing this together with a sticky rice.
Sorry.
Mango sticky here.
I love mango sticky
Me
rice.
too, me too. Yes, yes, yes. One of my favorite sweet dishes. And we have here the professor, their professor, together with Mr. K's High Wizard, the Paladin sideline, and Mango Sticky as their supports. Now
Mhm.
for the Encore's side, kindly
Mhm.
please show it to them.
All right, Encore already have here 2 points. One more win will be bringing them to the grand finals. We have Dogs, Venus, Banus, and I think basically this is the same lineup from the team deathmatch game number 1. So if you weren't able to watch it, it's the group 1. So we have group 1, which is Banub's group, and group 2, which is Josh's group. So that is their typical lineup for that match. And for TierC, that's their typical lineup. What I'm thinking is, I was actually wondering if TierC will be putting in 2 Sorks. I was actually, will they do 2 Sorks for this team deathmatch? Because at this point, 2-0, one more win, Encore will definitely be going to the grand finals. And if you are supporting TierC, if you're a TierC, you wanna put in all your cards, okay? So we have here a Sork and High Wizard. Let's see if it will work going towards game number 3 of our best of 5 series here at the semifinals, day number 2, TierC and Encore. Let's give it up for these teams.
All right, so let's see who will be having their first initiated attack here, and it's usually the Paladin. Let's go on the Paladin side of the TierCs, and they have already. Oh my God, it went the other way. They got the first attention there from Doc,
Paladin?
and he has taken away already the Osiris card of the Paladin. I think the pet of the Paladin has is a delay. There's a delay on the switching. That's why he absorbed all of those Asura Strike.
That is nice strategy, actually. Banubs and the Paladin here of TierC, both of them receiving damage, both of them being sustained. Banubs is being cornered, being targeted. No devotion coming from you if we can target Banubs. So that's the reason why Banubs is being the target. You cannot... They are actually denying Banubs from sustaining and supporting Mom Shu. On the other hand, they are still answering back. Docs, you can see Docs going at the back line, going towards the Paladin of the TierC. So that this one, dispelling, keep on dispelling Banubs. I think they really want to get Banubs, but it's going to be the Paladin of TierC that's gonna go down.
And look at that. They did not even flinch on going through that stack and going through that storm gust, and even had the third kill.
Whoa, let's go!
And they have also taken the Osiris card from the other professor here. I think they are
already
clearing
know.
this match like a peasant
50
from the other prize field. Oh, look at that!
10 seconds.
A wonderful switch from the
6.
Paladin, Banubs, and
Encore.
the professor here. Look at that. Doctor obtaining the kill, and that's it. That's their third point. And Encore has finally qualified to the grand finals that will be happening on July 11. Congratulations to Encore.
Encore, they did their assignment. They went in here really, really strong. They studied well their opponents, and they were able to execute that counter for the very huge damage dealer of TierC. We know how huge damage dealer TierC Sorks were able to output during their last match, right? Like almost 40 million. But now, Encore was able to check them out. Congratulations, everyone! Put your hands together for our semifinals. Day 2 winner, we have Encore. They will be joining Poek for the grand finals at Bangkok, Thailand. However, let's still congratulate and give good game well played to our friends from TierC. You guys, you did your best. You made it here up to the semifinals. Here is EMB.
It's a no joke on getting this far and battling thousands of teams along the way. And it's really surprising that we could get this type of matches and witnessing it for the first time on this first tournament of Tier Cup.
And here is the MV for everyone to see.